think. You never know with these things sometimes. Oh, yes, we are live. Hello and welcome to Hammer Time, round 7 at Silverstone here. I think today we'll have a sprint and a main race. Hopefully there will be qualifying. I've just rushed home as well, so everything's a bit. Just try to catch up on everything. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Wait until everyone's readied up and getting ready to go for this race. I think we should be going anytime soon. See mostly people already. Hopefully. As we are going to get underway here. Just have a look here. I think for doing this, I think, is it reverse? I'll check anyway. When we load in, we'll have a look at the race director and we can see who can walk through the grid as well. As hopefully everything should work here. As it doesn't. Let's go. No problems so far. Never. It's just setting up everything. So now we wait and see. Evening ship. How are you doing today? But yeah, this is gonna be 2 back-to-back races, as we know from Silverstone. It's usually you want to be doing the least amount of stops around here. I didn't even see him. I slept through the whole day yesterday, so I'm sorry about that. I didn't get your message. We'll go on to the race director. As we do see the car lineups, everyone on medium so far. But I think this, by the looks of it, it is reverse championship order. So that's interesting to see. So really, the guys that really want to be scoring points for their championship hopes have really got to dig deep now and get some points. As it is, yes, it is. Look at this, learning on the fly. Haha. I noticed that ship as well. And yes, I was asleep for the whole day. What can I say? Sometimes you need you need some good sleep, okay? As now, I think everyone will be thinking snow quality, so thinking about fuel, thinking about their setup. This does actually throw kind of a wrench into the works. Anyway, how did your racing go yesterday? Think about their sleep. That is true. We should be going in less than a minute's time. Should be getting onto the track and get going. Don't think there is a formation lap. I could be wrong on that though. I'm wrong about most things, so I wouldn't be straight. No, you're never too slow, Ship. Don't say that. How can the Hoover be too slow? That doesn't make any sense. Yes, Mufasa is racing tonight. I think the last time I commentated, he actually won a race, so maybe I was a good luck charmer here, but we'll have to wait and see. As we'll do the sprint and then we'll reset the lobby so everyone can get their tyres back and go from there. I'm so we are past the time, so maybe there's been a pushback. No, there isn't. There is a formation lap. As everyone, I would imagine, will be on the same tyres. No, we actually got some different runners. We got some hards and we got some mediums. I don't know if that is the wisest choice to be on the hards. This the sprint's only about 8 laps, if I remember correctly. So we already have someone going off on the formation. Maybe just try to warm up the tyres as much as they can. But I don't think that's the best way to do it. I'm pretty sure this is... Oh jeez, my head is frazzled. Can't even speak right. As he did do the race before where I didn't commentate, I couldn't get back in time to commentate, unfortunately. But yes, these guys will go around. So I'm just checking on stuff. Everything looks fine and dandy to me. It's while they're going on the formation. No nothing. So everyone on mediums, except from Rob Alien and Iron Kid, who are on those hard tyres, maybe expected the tyre wear to swing their way. I don't know. I don't remember Silverstone being that much of a high tyre wear track for the hards to work in an 8 lap sprint. As they are going to get their tyres back, so you could just burn a fresh pair of mediums. As that's not parked up correctly, and he's going to be shifted back. He might already be coming under attack before the lights even start with that parking. So we wait for the last couple of drivers to park up and get ready. That's the main question. Do they know something that the rest don't? I think I remember Iron Kid does a lot of testing with tyre wear. It's the 5 red lights now are coming down. And away they go. It looks to be a good start for Gavin. But I know it's not. It's a terrible start. As the hard runners are already up to second and third. So they're doing great for the time being. As we see a car going off in the background. It's VDV off already. Hopefully no damage as he can continue on in this race. Everyone jockeying for position, and Rob Allen already into P1 with those hard tyres. As the possible strategies. Oh, as we see the Mercedes of Pazzi going a little bit wide there. Maybe just not having the confidence, not the grip of the tyre. but the two hard runners in first and second, and barring it's just not, we haven't done a lap of racing yet. But look at the gap Rob's building here. Already breaking DRS to Iron Kid. He'd be hoping Iron Kid holds up the rest of the pack here and try and boost away on these hards. The tyres will come to them eventually, but it'll probably be at the back as Rapid now gets past Gavin. It's not making an impact. Looks like Iron Kid burned a lot of fuel there. So jump around. I think there's been a lot of incidents of the first lap, but we stayed up with the hard runners. As he says the fastest lap, it's only been the first lap, so granted, if you get there first, you will. As we see VDV spun and crashed into the wall. He's on the back straight, he's in the middle of it. I'm surprised no safety car. Maybe there isn't any safety cars in this. Which is interesting to note, because that car was right, it was parked right in the middle of the track there. As Costas are going on Metal Mike, he's going to try and go around the outside of him. Metal Mike's still there, but he falls even back down. There's a big battle, or big squabble of cars really, battling for the positions. Costas comes off better off of everyone else. As Dan Dunn's going to try and chase him down. It's also Lawson, who was starting from last place, already up to 9th. He's had a good opening lap. So it'll be interesting to see. It's the possible race strategy is it's now saying a soft pit to another soft. That's definitely not what you want. How big the pit, how long the pit is. So on board with Rapid, still sitting behind Iron Kid. So I don't know what these guys are doing with these hards. If the game's saying, look, the double stops quicker than the hards. It's interesting to note. Iron Kid and Rob looking like they've got the grip down on these tyres. I think Iron Kid, all he has to do is make sure he gets a good X out of this corner, which it looks like he has. He's got a tuck up, he'll have that DRS, he has the ERS. Go on board with him. You can see Rob already charging his battery pack. This Iron Kid throws it on the inside. These two going side by side, and Rob still holds it. Iron Kid looking for the switch back, but just couldn't get there in time. As you can see the battery difference. As they're coming up to the famous corner, they're going side by side. You know, it's a famous corner for a certain incident. But Iron Kid already getting through. Is Rapid trying to go through the S's. Manages to get the position, falls Iron Kid through on this lap. So look how much they're gaining just off this straight, and DRS opened. Oh, Rob gets a little bit too much curb there, really unsettled his car, but he looks fine. He's just going to try and send it down here. Backs out at the last minute, I think. So we've got another yellow flag behind. It's past 8. Must have made a mistake there somewhere. So we'll go back up into this battle for basically the, you would like to say that for P1 really. It's a big DRS train. It's Costas are trying to hunt these guys down. There's Lawson's. We started from last already up to the pack with these guys. 3 laps in, this is the 4th lap as well. They've still got a little bit more racing to do. Oh, it looks like Iron Kid braking a bit early just to get a better X out of this corner. Rapid just not knowing he was doing that, nearly went in the back of him. What's Iron Kid? Looks to be fine, gets the better exit. Stand now gets a 3-second penalty for multiple track warnings. Iron Kid getting another good X out of these corners. It's critical for him to push out these corners as good as he can. especially down this straight. As you can see, not that much burning from these guys. It's already Lausanne crawling in the background. And that would be a little bit nervous for these guys. As the championship leaders already caught up to these guys. On to lap 5 now we go. So we are halfway through this race now. And the hards, I was critical about these hards at the start, but they look like they're holding on. They're not that much off the pace here. And it might swing the other way now to these guys. You would think it would swing to these guys. DRS open for, I think it's Curly now, gets a 3-second penalty. Rapid, just staying behind. Not really close enough to make a move. As you can see the different lines these guys take. But it looks like a good exit from Rapid this time. But I think these hards might be warming up now and they might be coming into the prime window. Concerning for the main race if it is this. But Iron Kid's got to get a good exit out here. It looks like he gets a decent exit. He is pulling away, but now here he is, full battery pumped, DRS open. He's going to try and make him go the long way. There's a little bit of movement there. I don't know, I think he was just coming over to take his race in line. I want to see for certain. Rapid riding the curb as we got someone else who's DNF. And I think his man's not Bob. What's happened to him? He went on, I think he's just went on. It's Dan's in the pits now. Maybe there's a little bit of contact between the two. And that's not good as well. No good. And another yellow flag comes out. Ferrari across the Sar, it looks like. Dan putting on the softs, going for the fastest lap, I would imagine now. Still Iron Kid controlling this race out in front. He's doing his very best as well. The hard runner's still sticking. Look how much more battery Rapid's got as he goes very wide there. As Gavin now gets a 3-second penalty. Lawson on the back of these guys as well. And I definitely know Iron Kid will be celebrating that as he gets not the best exit, so can maybe let off the hook there with that. With Rapid going off track there. So Silverstone now eats tyres. Jeez, these cars ain't safe at any track, are they? Oh, it's Rob spun. He spun on the pit straight. He was doing so well to keep the car up there. He's dropped out the podium and Lausanne already into the podium, but he has to get a move on if he wants anywhere near these guys. And Gavin's still in the background, on the back of him. I wonder what happened. Excel maybe it's just too early on the power and the car's got upset out that last corner. It is easily done. There's now Costasars into the pits, putting on a new pair of softs. Go for that fastest, I would imagine. And that's interesting to note. Ralphie just says that he's raced here a couple of weeks ago and he had a puncture in the last 3 corners on the medium in the sprint. It's interesting. We'll go back up to Rapid. It looks awfully closer yet again, but Iron Kid just putting up a stellar defence. But he's not got that much battery. He's got to start saving sometime. As you can see, his McLaren teammate in the background closing in on them. So it looks like he's just packed into DRS. As they come around onto lap 8 we go. Where can Rapid make this move? He needs to get this move done sooner rather than later. Ooh, rather. As we see Rob pitting it, going into the pits. Both Salbas have now been in the pits. As we see Rapid very much closer now. Iron Kid holding the inside there. Rapid's going to attempt to sweep around the outside. And I think he's going to hold it here. And he has held it. Little twitch there. Now what happens? Surely those mediums are going to not be feeling nice on these cars. You see Iron Kid go super wide. As we've got a yellow flag at the back. I think it's for Curly. Or maybe for FCT. Oh, as we see Rapid going very wide now. Iron Kid gaining. Going around the outside. Maybe going for the switchback. Doesn't get it. But if what you're saying is true, Ralphie, then this last lap's going to be shaky for some of these guys out here. Iron Kid went to the safe option. He knows those hards can get to the end. Oh, batteries. Rapid on, he's on some good battery. Really throwing the car around to stay within. Anything, stay with him. Maybe not this straight. Maybe he's better off staking with him, charging up the battery. Or he might have to give up on first. Didn't charge up the battery there. It's interesting to know. There is no papaya rules. There's no papaya rules in this. So the cars will definitely not be swapped. They will definitely fight to the end. Now he charges the battery. He has to get... Oh, as he goes wide again. He's using all his track limits, really. Rapid trying to get a good X out of here, but the gap's been built too much. It's now. Is Iron Kid going to come under through from his teammate? I think he's too far back though. Yeah, I think Iron Kid was trying to charge his battery too much and he's just got out of arm's reach, but it does mean that Rapid does win the sprint here, unless he spins it in the last corner, but imagine you could take it easy through there as Rapid does win, then followed by Iron Kid, then Los Sen, Gavin in third, even with the penalty, Gavin in fourth, sorry, even with the penalty, he'll still stick in fourth. Then followed by Formula White, then DMC in sixth, Mufasa in seventh, Brian in eighth, Passy in ninth, Metal Mike in 10th, Curly in 11th, FCT in 12th. As we see the two Salbers on the back straight. There's the three cars that have pitted. Looking like a little battle going on here. But I think there's not going to be many corners to go, so there'll be it. I think that'll be it. Robin 13th, he was up there with those hards as well at the start. Oh, Dan had a mistake there. Costasar finishes the line, but I think he's seen a 10-second penalty, so I think he'll jump straight back behind Dan. So, and we had two DNFs of PDV and Man's Not Bob. That's something to go. If this is something to go off of for the main race, then we might be seeing the line for Beckett's. I'll give Iron Kid I'll give him the props for trying it. Yeah, no, as you said, Ralphie, there are no punctures really that we could see down the grid, so. But it might be. It just might be how the lobby is set up, because it is a sprint race after all, so. I mean, surely you would want to take don't know how would you do this one stop. 'Cause it would be medium hards, no doubt about it. It's interesting to know what time do you pit. 29, you gotta get at least. Really depends when the hards can go. And that's even if it's a dry race as well, so who knows at this point, guys. Oh, what's happened here? Everything's breaking. So we do have the server reset just for new servers. We'll wait on the invites. Just trying to think how. I would take it would be 12 and then 17. 12 on the mediums, 17 on the hards. You really gotta nurse the tires though. Yeah, I would imagine lap 12. If you were going for the one stop, you go to lap 12, go on to the hards, and probably the hards could make it, but. Is it not a 20. I thought it was a 29 lap race. Well, that's what I got told. Has it changed? I swear if it's been changed. This is where we need the graphics on the sign up. That's what I need on the attendance. Oh. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense though, yeah. I must have been thinking of something else then. Thinking 29. Jesus. Why is this music so loud? Push my audio settings, get that music turned down. Jesus. Trying to make myself, trying to hear myself think here. Trying to hear myself think here, yeah. So now we're just waiting for the invite for the new lobby to get up and running. I kind of hope it rains. I really want to see a wet race here now. I'm interested. I'm interested now on it. So we're just now waiting to see. There's now still waiting on this invite. I think this is it, actually. Just got it there as I was talking about it. Hoping it's the right one. That is 26. So if you're saying lap 12, it's when they're gonna get punctures on the mediums. Surely they could do 10 and then 16 on the hards. That's if there's no safety cars as well. So I just got a friend request. Maybe I should jump in one of the cars. Now we wait on everyone joining back, getting into the cars and getting this racing going again. Definitely see who's going for it and who's not. Mal. So we're waiting on, I think, 5 more people. Oh God. because I think we're still waiting on a couple of people, but. Just one more person, and then we should be ready to go again. Go and have a look at the chat right now. Hi, Carly. What's up? Yeah, I kind of wanted to be raining as well, guys. But I don't think it's gonna rain. The weather icon tells me it's not gonna rain at this point. I think everyone should be here and we should be ready to go racing. Let's go racing! Unless we're actually might be missing someone. Don't think so. Could be wrong. And now we should be able to go underway into the race. You told me to bring up the championship. I'll go and have a quick look through. I can't, I'm not the best at maths, quick at hand, but for the lead of the championship, we do have Lucien in the lead by 139 points, then followed by Elliot, or White JR Elliot, who has 124, and then third man's not Bob, who's got 106 points, then followed by DMC, who's got 99, and so on and so forth. So it is close, and if we go to, this is just constructors, trying to figure out who's got the most points in the constructors championship. Try to piece it all together here, trying to do the quick maths on the side. Oh, here we go. It's McLaren is on top, 188 points, not including this race. Then followed by Red Bull, then Mercedes, and then Ferrari. Which is a close pack as well, with the constructors down in the middle. It's very close. So we could see some big turns and twists in the tail here. I wish I had the little thing that would go across your screen to tell you who's who, but unfortunately, I am not that good with technology sometimes. As now we go on underway for the formation lap. We'll be taking all the results from the sprint and putting them into the qualifying. So interesting to know as I'll go and get their tyres up. I didn't have a look because I wanted to surprise myself. It's a lot of mixed tyres, guys. We do see Rapid and Ironclad on those hards, then followed by 3 mediums of Losse and Gavin, and then Formula White, then DMC and Mufasa on the soft tyres. And I don't think they can do the one stop, so they've condemned themselves. They're going to be doing more than one stop tonight. Then Brian on the hards, Passy on the softs, Metal Mike on the hards, Curly on the hards, FCT on the hards, Rob on the softs, Dan on the mediums, and then Costasar on the hards, Hands Not Bob on the hards, and VDV on the mediums. But we gotta watch. We still haven't done one lap of racing for this race yet, so we'll wait and see as the cars go around warming up their tyres. I don't really have a prediction. These guys are very close in terms of pace wise and close in racing wise. They could swing any way. But yeah, but I would say Lausanne, from his amazing comeback from 17th all the way up to 3rd in that sprint race was a little time, does make you wonder. It does probably make these two guys in front of him scared that he's right in 3rd already. As now these guys crawling their way to the pit, to their start positions. Just making sure everything's correct before. So we'll switch back now. No, I don't want it. Why is trying to repair open loop here? It's not. This guy's going into the pits. Losing getting right on the edge. So we do have someone disqualified. Of Brian, who's disqualified. So's Costasar. I think everyone else is in the pit box. There's a Haas leading, and there's a Haas at the back. And look at that one car pointing in its nose. It's Curly pointing in the way. It's the 5 red lights. And away they go. It looks like it's a good start from Rapid. And it's an equally good start from all the top 3 right now. They're going in there. Already Lausanne looking to make possessions up. But Formula White trying to send it around the outside. But he's got TMC for company there. As all the soft runners get an amazing start compared to these hard runners. As you can see a lot of hards already tumbling down the order. As that looks like it's Dan at the back. I wonder if there's a bit of contact. And also Passy looks to be getting overtaken a lot. Oh, there is contact there. Hopefully nothing too serious. As we do have someone spun or maybe taken out. There it is, Gavin. It's back on track now. Formula Light going side by side already. And he's already made the move. done is also DMC falls him through. It's on Iron Kid as well. Iron Kid are not having the best starts, not getting those hards up to temperature, not running as well as he wants them to be. It has made the gap there. There's a 1 second gap, unless Formula White can do some magic and get that gap closing down. It will take a lot of, definitely would take a lot of battery, I would suppose. Yeah, she is burning a lot just to try and get back in that DRS. So we've got someone else spinning, it's Passy. Got back and going, it's Gavin. Gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So go on board with low end, is right on the back of Rapid already. Going for that wider line so he can get a bigger run out. And look how close he is already. And he doesn't really have to burn that much battery. He already takes the lead of this Grand Prix. But he does have the tyre advantage now. I would imagine Rapid's going to have the tyre advantage back on him. So it's not race over. It's not race over. It's only the second lap we're on. So I wonder how these soft runners are going up. So it looks like DMC's looking for basically the clean air. Maybe having problems with his tyres already. Maybe they're overheating too much. And if that's the case, it's not going to look like a good race for him. Strategy has updated to the 2-stop. Definitely not finding a 1-stop with those soft tyres unless you can somehow whisper them to a crazy lap. It's interesting to note. This Lucien now picks up the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And I'm thinking, doesn't look like anyone's going to be there. See these guys coming through turn 3. Then on to turn 4 into the back straight now. So going board with Formula Light, it looks like he's closing in on Rapid right now. Maybe struggling to get those hearts fired up, pumped up. As DMC's dropped out with DRS. Maybe dropping back to see if he softs a little bit more so they can last a little bit longer. This will jump back to Mufasa right now. It looks like he's chasing Rob, but Rob's also chasing Iron Kid. And it does get into a bit of a DRS train. Oh, Mufasa goes very wide, nearly spinning the car there, manages to catch it. It's very lucky. It's very, very lucky he's got that. As Costasar makes the overtake on Brian. That's some hard on hard action. A lot of battery being used by these two. As the two DNFers making up some positions off the start. As I'm just having a look at the closest gaps right now. It would have to be VDV on Brian. It's right up the back of him as well. Brian goes a little bit deep into the corner as they're going side by side here. Brian committing to the inside, but it's just an easy switch back as well. And Maginot Bob's probably going to have the position too. Yeah, no competition. Difference in battery, difference in line, and difference in speed, really. That's done. Also, Rapid gets overtaken. We missed that. Too busy on that battle behind them. But it really has let Lucien away with it as they're going through Beckett's there. Magnussen Beckett, sorry. And really don't want to go side by side through here. If they pull off, it is spectacular, but if you don't, then it could be your race over. So you can see Rapid has underfueled the car, so you will have to try and save fuel at some point as he's looking to make the move on Formula White there. Oh, it's Formula White hops over the curb. Really hops over the curb. Look at the gap out in front already. 3 seconds the gap. Gotta find a way to close that down. As FCT gets past Belt Mike. Stay on board with these guys. We're really close to each other. I think that's well played from Formula White. Not giving him the perfect run there. And also DMC's now back up to the back of these guys, so the scuffle has brought some cars back into it. And he's brought a bunch of friends as well. Man's Not Bob's on the back of VDV right now. So we're on board with him right now, but not close enough, unfortunately. I think we're going to switch back up to these guys fighting in front, and it does look like Rapid's very much closer, a lot more battery in his packet. He's not going to burn any though. Maybe he's accepting he's going to stick behind and he's going to try and save as much fuel as he can while staying behind Formula White. He knows he would be in the DRS train at some point, so he's going to get out of the way as Brian now picks up a penalties. Curly gets past Rob, who Rob hits. And that's very early for a set of tyres. Only 4 laps basically done on them. Or 5 laps basically done on them, sorry. He's in the pits already. Showing these soft tyres don't last as long as people think. Imagine we'll see maybe DMC and Mufasa coming in soon. Maybe not liking them, but we'll have to wait and see until next time they go to the pit entry. It's interesting. Again, the times will go back to Man's Not Bob in this battle with VPV for 9th place. They are gaining on Kostasar though. You can see in the front. I think we're out of VVV. Just out of DRS. Man's Not Bob doesn't get the exit correctly there. I think he just gets a decent exit. He does get onto the back of VDV, but sitting behind again once again. DMZ does come in, but he's got a 10-second penalty. As Mufasa continues on his softs. He thinks the tyres are fine. He's going to continue another lap. So we missed. Have we missed? No, it's VDV coming into the pits now. So we'll have a look at the back here. Closest battle we got so far in this race is between Rapid and Formula White, as Lawson continues to grow the gap out in front. We'll sit on board with Mufasa right now as he's planning to chase after on his soft tyres. He doesn't get that corner right, it looks like. Maybe showing basically he has no grip on these corners. He has taken these soft as long as he can. Looks like he got a good X out of that last corner though. He is gaining on Iron Kid. He won't gain enough though. Just behind him once again. Man's Not Bob, I just seen it in the background, was absolutely gaining on Kostasar, and he does make that position. Is Mufasa going another lap again? We're really stretching out these soft tyres. He might be the tyre whisperer at this point, because he's absolutely making them last forever. It's also Passy as well, going another lap. Both of them boys on softs going another lap. Maybe having the same strategy. Who knows? Maybe they might put another pair of softs on. Something bored with Mel might. Just gonna try and send it around the long way. Both on hards, but FCT just standing there, making him get it done. But as we do have a yellow flag, and I think it is Kostasar. He has hit the wall. He's managed to get his car around. He has got going again. Just maybe losing it out of the corner. So now he is gaining, but I don't think he'll gain enough. Yeah, he doesn't gain enough to get past him. Well, Mike doesn't even have it trying to get on the back. It's also Curly already on the back of these two. So faster goes again. It's passive. Continues on. Will he go in? It looks like he is jumping into the pits. He wants them soft tyres off the car as quickly as possible. So now I think Mufasa's going to be... He is looking like he's struggling with these softs now. Especially against these hard runners. Those softs will absolutely hate him. But he's going very long on these softs. Maybe trying a long stop with the softs, which would be absolutely bonkers. As Rapid goes wide there, that's definitely going to be a penalty. It's also Iron Kid goes wide. And Mufasa doesn't get the DRS. He does have Curly and Bob behind him. But see, I don't think Curly got the best exit there. As it does show as Mansell Bob does fly past him. As there's a yellow flag out ahead. And it does look like he was involved Rapid in Formula White here. As Iron Kid's already on the back of them. It's Mufasa now pits. Very good job to get them as long. It's now Curly on the back of Mansell Bob. As those two up ahead are scrapping. But we're too busy with other battles right now. I think Mansell Bob does get past easily there. So go back onto Rapid, whose tyres should be better. Way better than Formula White's now. Look at him pushing. He's going to have... He doesn't have a look down the inside there. I think it's better off, but backs out. We'll see Mufasa dropping all the way down to 11 on the hard tyres. Can he push those hards to the end? That's the real question. My heart says yes, but my head says no, so we'll have to wait and see. Is Rapid going for it into Magnus and Beck as they are side by side? Drop out. Now Iron Kid's getting the sniff. He's in this battle now, but these guys very much fighting, scrapping it out for second place. It has brought unwanted attention. Rapid does make it look easy with the DRS and the ERS blaring down that straight. But you do see two cars coming in, and that looks to be Iron Kid and Formula White both coming in here. Both decided to pit as Mansell Bob. Thought he looked like he went a little wide. It's just my imagination. Same mediums. And Formula White onto those hard tyres. Where's DMC come out and all this? He does overtake, but that is the power of the undercut and fresher tyres compared to these guys. Where did he come out compared to Mufasa? He's just came out behind them, but he's gonna have the warmer tyres here. As he does get past Iron Kid. Oh, no, they're still side by side, these two. His VDV joined him as well. Does get the DRS and the ERS, but it's interesting to note. I think Formula White can go to the end. Can he? Yeah, yeah. I think Formula White can go to the end on these tyres if you so chooses to. May have to be a little bit easy getting them in. But Mufasa looking very pacey, nipping at the back of his heels here. So he just reloads then, coming into the pits. Man's not Bob. Rapid stay going. There's not enough pace on the straight to catch up to him. Wilson already done his pit stop and he's already coming back out. And I think everyone ahead of him needs to pit again. I don't know if DMC can make it, but there's the only one to not pitted out these guys. They're trying to look for anything, but this definitely looks like the closest battle we got. It's Iron Kid on the back of VDV. These fresh mediums compared to him. But I do think he's going to have to stop one more time. It does look like it's going to be that way. Are trying to get another look. FCT now comes into the pits. That's one of the hard runners down. Behind these guys. Still. Excuse me for yawning there. It's unacceptable. Now, I think Formula White's going to be dragging these guys up with them, so and the others come in for their brand new pit stop onto those medium tyres. He's got very much of a blockade of cars if VDV can hold on basically to the back. I think he should. We'll check this move out as well. Doesn't look like the MC put up much of a fight, to be honest. Probably knows it's not his race. So we'll go back to Mufasa, and he just doesn't seem to have enough straight line speed to get Formula White. So we do see a fastest lap now being sent by Lawson on those hard tyres. Processor now gets a 3-second penalty for multiple track warnings. These guys guys out in front. Gotta do some almighty laps when these guys when they come in. I think they will be pushing. Definitely think the front three will be pushing to do that one stop. They've kind of committed to it now. Unfortunately, unless there's a safety car somewhere. So we'll watch them both staying out. What does Curly do here? Curly stays out. He's trod on another lap. So Rob was 0 battery. That's a bit iffy. Never want to see someone on 0 battery. May have to go a lap with charging it all up again. So we do see V into the pits, and I think he's going to put on a hard tyre and just go to the end, really. Got the option. Maybe a medium could go to the end as well. He chooses the hard tyre to get him to the end. Already dropped him back a lot. Gavin now gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. So I'm trying to have a look here, see how it's going. So I'm just checking to make sure everything's alright on my end, because sometimes it cuts out. It doesn't like to tell me. So you do have a yellow flag, and it looks like it is on the pit straight. It is Gavin. No safety car though. These boys in. And these guys are definitely going for that one stop, so they're going to put these mediums on to have to try and hunt down these guys. It's really what they've got to do. So you see the mechanics doing their job here, doing what they're paid for. Curly goes another lap. Interesting. Maybe wanting the fresher mediums at the end. As we do see someone off, and it looks like Passive is off at Magazine Beckett's. He's doing fine, but probably alright now. Got a 3-second penalty. Rapid comes out behind these guys. Rapid would definitely love these guys because of the old tyre they have in that. Chooses not to burn anything. Just sits behind. Man's not bobbing, not far away. I wonder if he's been held up somewhere. I thought it was a second gap, but it's not. Now Mufasa's coming under pressure from Rapid. It does put him to the outside. Just the gap out there was always closing and closing, really. So you see the tyre difference. Rapid trying to send it through there as Mufasa going for the more laid back approach. As now Curly's into the pits. Oh, going for it. I wonder if Formula White penalties. Man's not Bob gaining so much time back on these guys already. Sure how much Rapid's been basically held up here. Because now I think the only people that we need to see pit would be. I definitely think Rob will need a pit again. He's back in. I think DMC will need a pit. I don't see him going to the end on those tyres. And Brian. Still a lot of people actually pit again. So you just see Rapid going to send it in the inside. Showing how much better these medium tyres are. And he does get past Mufasa, who is on the harder tyre and got more wear. Cutting out, just going a bit wide there, cooled down his tyres, I think. So now he's got Man's Not Bob on the charge behind him. It's Rapid again. Looks very close to Formula White here. But Rapid doesn't get the best exit here. I think Man's Not Bob has got a brilliant exit on Mufasa. Leaps to the outside. Sends the dummy out there and goes down the inside. He gets it done. As we do have someone spinning on the pit as Man's Not Bob goes straight on. And it is DMC was stuck in the pit there. Mufasa gets back past Man's Not Bob. Maybe just switched off a little. It's also Iron Kids trying to catch back up to these guys. Those medium tyres are not going to be looking good soon. Which Rapid does get past Formula White as well. Missed that move. That was probably crucial for him, but I don't think he's going to close that gap up out in front. But Man's Not Bob flinging her around the outside. I think what Rapid needs to do is just make that gap bigger and bigger and bigger. Make sure Man's Not Bob can't catch up to him. You can see him rightfully sending it as much as he can around here. See the different lines of the last corner. It's not the best line for Man's Not Bob. And I don't think he's going to have to burn a lot to even get anywhere near him. It doesn't get near him there, but maybe thinking about going for this corner. It does have a look down the inside, but doesn't get there. It's also Formula White does have a end point missing. Rapid now says the fastest lap of the race. You wonder where he picked up that damage. Maybe he's been fighting with one of these guys. As we do have a yellow flag. Iron Kid pits again. I wonder who that was for, that yellow flag. That'll be his last pit of the race. This will be interesting. Lawson now in front. He's getting chased by Rapid, but I don't think there's much time left, really. Mufasa now chasing down Formula White. I think he knows he's struggling. He's out of DRS now. He has more battery. He's going to get DRS on this straight. It's I think Gavin at the last corner. He's managed to keep the car going. But now I think this would be his time. Mufasa, does he get the move done? He's going for the outside. And he does get the move done. So well done move as Formula White jumps into the pits. I think that's because his front wing. He's going to have to repair that. So we'll jump back. Oh, it's Red Bull doing the double stack here. And I think Mel Mike's going to be caught out because of that. Oh no. Oh no, Mel Mike. He's been stationary. Oh no. So we do see Dan there. Just back out. Iron Kid, he's come back out relative to Formula White. Coming around the first corner, he's got the speed. He has overtook him. Showing probably how much that front wing cost him in the end. Let's try and have a look for some battles going on. This FCT chasing down Iron Kid. He's in the DRS. We'll sit on board and watch these two go at it. As the gap has come down from Lawson to Rapid by about second this lap. But it does look like Man's Not Bob is gaining on him. So Oh, his FCT goes very wide, and that's going to be an easy position for Formula White to snatch away from him. And now it is the hard versus the medium. He's had to face it before. Not much of a tyre offset, but still an offset. So now we're on to lap 20, yeah, 21. Such a baby. Just having a look around it, it's probably this battle really is the closest. It's a purple last sector for Formula White. So Iron Kid now gets a 3-second penalty, so it is race on between these two. Oh! As now Formula White has another missing end plate. And I did say it did look like he just broke very early there. Or maybe he's misjudged where Iron Kid breaks and he's just careened into the back of him, but damage now for the Red Bull driver. So we do see costs are on the softs, but I think he will have to put it in unless he's just going to try and drag out to the end. The gap has come down to the leader as well again. Now down to 14 seconds. I think that's another second. It's now Dan since the fastest lap of the race. Really haven't heard much from Dan in this race, but he's popped up with the fastest lap now. He is chasing down DMC, who is in this championship fight as well. So we'll go back on board. Dan has absolutely caught him up. Like a bat out of hell, absolutely chasing him down. I wish we could see the tyre wear, because I would like to see low segs and also the fastest tyre wear. You're absolutely must not be nice for them right now. It's now damage on the DRS. The DRS is pumping. He's gaining. He's gained on DMC. He's made the move count, and he's so far back on the straight as well. I didn't think he was going to get close enough, but here we are. He has got close enough. Still on board with these two fighting out for 9th position, but with that penalty Iron Kid's got, I think it will go to FCT in the end. Oh, FCT's went a little bit deep into that corner. I think Iron Kid knows it. Now everyone's now going to split off in their own race. No one's really close enough to make the overtake. People hunting them down, but Dan's now hunting down FCT. Wait a minute, Dan's throwing his hat in the ring last minute here for this little scrap for 8th. Or little scrap for 9th, sorry, not 8th position. on his pace. Really flexing his muscles right now. There's only not that many laps to go. It does look like FCT's out of the DRS there. I think he's going to be out of the DRS unless he gains in these corners, which looks like he... No, because the detection zone's in the braking zone. So, second corner, so I don't think he will have DRS. And he doesn't. So now Dan will gain and gain and gain down this back straight. He can sit there and save battery, which I think he has done. He has done. He's saved battery with that DRS deployment he's got to use. So I think DMC might just join this battle a bit too late. So leader's now on lap 25. As that looks like a Mercedes, and it's Man's Not Bob who's spun on the pit straight, and it's given the position to Mufasa. And now he's going to be hunted down by Curly. Does he have damage on his front wing? It does look like there's an end plate missing. Both end plates are missing, so he does have front wing damage. But we'll jump back to these guys. Dandan's managed to get past FCT. We missed that out as we were looking for the culprit of the yellow flag in the Mercedes of us spun around. As it's now kicking off in the last 2 laps, really. Can Dandan find his way past? Dandan does have a penalty. How big is his penalty? We haven't checked penalties. It's a 3 seconds, so he does gain the position if he gets past him here. Doesn't get past him now, but probably already passed. Man's Not Bob. And it's just showing you how much he's struggling with that front wing now. Magus and Beckett's looks almost impossible for him, but the leader's on the last lap, so you can't really come in and fix it. So now we'll switch back to Dandan on this back straight. Is he going to give it everything to get this position? It does mean he does secure... No, he's 11th, right? Depends how much he can fly away in this last pit, but look how much he's gaining on that straight. He has that inside line. He's going to chuck it down the inside. See you later, he says. He's got this... Mufasa gets a 3-second penalty. He's going to drop him down even more. That front wing damage is really hurting him right now. Because VDV's now in that gap, in that little penalty bubble. So we'll jump back to Costasar, Passy. Passy makes the move on Costasar. Looks like Dandan's going to try and boost away as much as he can. But we'll have to go and see the leader of the race, who, as soon as he made that overtake, really just sailed away with it in the end. As he's got the last corner to go, he sees the checker flag, he sees it waving, and Losane does take the race win here. Unbelievable drive. 14 seconds roughly about until the next driver of Rapid, who was fighting with him early doors but fell away with part of it. But he comes home in a respectable second. As I think Mufasa is going to come home in third. And look how old his tyres are. He's managed to squeak them across the line. It's unfortunate as Curly now comes around the final corner to come home and take P4. As VDV gets past Man's Not Bob, so the penalty wouldn't matter for him. As Man's Not Bob roars past the P6, but I think he's going to lose the position to Rob. He does. Rob in P6, Man's Not Bob in P7. Formula Light in P8, he had a penalty. Dandan, he's pushed as much as he can. Look how much time he's gained. I think he's going to keep P9 here. And I think he has. It's a well done drive as well at the end from him having that 3-second penalty. So he keeps 9th. FCT gets 10th, then followed by DMC. Iron Kid finishing 10th, but with that 3-second penalty, drops down to 12th. Metal Mike comes P13. Passy just coming up to the line, coming to cross it. He'll take P14. Respectable drive from him. I'm sure, because he looked like he was struggling at one point. But he's done it. He's came home on P14. Kossasar and P15. Coming on the back straight, he's put on softs. So he was never getting home with that pair of softs. As the host migrates. Oh. But that will be it. Hopefully we'll have the results of the race. Oh, please tell me how the results of the race. Go back 3 seconds. I'll have a look. And it was Gavin in P16 and Brian in P17. So that will be it for the Silverstone Grand Prix and round 7, as I'll have a check where are we next time. God, wait, if I not just got the calendar, it would be, it's in America, but I don't know if it's, we'll be in an American track for next time. I'll see you later, and I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you later for the American Grand Prix. Oh, what is happening here? I think that's just them driving. Take care and goodbye.